Ladies and gentlemen, your hero is finally live. Okay, I know I said we've been playing this for the last 5 years, but now we are actually playing it. It took us a hot minute, you know. But now we're here. Also, I'm not doing a face cam for this one. Kind of loses out on the atmosphere. Glitch City. A city that shouldn't exist. A tax haven where corporations and criminal empires reign supreme. In this place, all human life has been infected with nanomachines to keep them in check. Over them stand the White Knights, who ensure that a corporate government's law must be obeyed. Here, brutality in all its forms is an everyday reality. Quality of life for the non-powerful decreases at an alarming rate. For many, this can be overwhelming. Some devote themselves to their jobs, their families, or their studies. Some look for ways to escape this place, and others just give up. But for many of them, the answer lies at the bottom of a glass. Don't tempt me. On a small road just seconds away from the main street, somewhere near the slums, you could find the Hall A of the Bitcoin Certified Bar. That's a mouthful, so we just call it Valhalla. A small oasis in the middle of the concrete desert, a fountain of spirits waiting for tired souls. And it's here where the story unfolds. I used to think this game was but you kind of put me off it, to be honest. Yes, I'm sorry that me putting it off for 5 years has ruined your enthusiasm. New game. Grab some drinks. You don't have to tell me twice. Shit, I was actually debating. I was like, maybe this is one of those kinds of games. I mean, we were drinking when we read In the Darkness of Shadow Moses. You're lucky, G. We could have been doing the webcam, but I figured Weaver would be fucking disgusted. We could have done the webcam and there'd be a giant me plastered in the corner. But I decided against that, because I think that ruins the aesthetic. Also, because, honestly, I do kind of feel like shit. I may have taken a break from the keto thing and consumed, like, 2 whole pizzas today. I haven't had a pizza in an age and a half, let alone 2. No voice dialogue, so I'll do it. Psst. Hey, over here. Boo. How's that for an entrance? Come on, Joe, look sharp. The game's starting, and the player needs a good first impression of its main character. I know you served a bunch of tuxedo-clad corgis over the weekend, and the bar will eventually close. And I'll admit my little prank on you might have gone a little overboard. Remember, life is 90% how you take it. Stay focused and look at the brightest side of things. I have no idea what the brightest side is, but you should totally find it. In any case, you should totally check that parcel you just got. See ya. Your shitty diet. What are you talking about? We've been on a great diet recently. It's only been like the last week it's kind of gotten shitty. But I've been the picture of health these last few months. Oh, just a dream. There's something near my door. Prime Era. How the fuck did he just pronounce parcel? Membership to Shining Fingered will automatically renew on the 17th. Make sure your account has 800 bucks. You can now browse the augmented eye. What the fuck is this? So who is that letter from? Nobody. What is all this? Funds $0. Yeah, I feel that. And go look through music. I can look at this. Mass immigration continues as Wonderlanders are a new threat, Cyborg and heals. I don't think he cares about the rules of nature anyway. Cyborg and Heels returns next year to the Super Silver Thunderdome by Lana Smithy. Cyborg and Heels returns to the Dome this March with tickets on sale in January. Stage show about a cyborg fighting terrorism while wearing heels. Quentin Hayter explains Cyborg and Heels' special appeal during an exclusive interview. It's a cyborg wearing heels. Is this just a Metal Gear Rising reference? This is literally something we've never seen before. A niche market I'm willing to capitalize on. Guess that's Mr. Thunderbolt. I like how he made that one of the names of the streams. Wonderlanders. If you thought Alice Rabbit was good at cracking the most complicated security protocols in the world, this new group will blow your mind. With recent threats issued against Prime Minister Quincy. We held full access to Quincy's email network and will release the database this January. Shallow threats. Saw the group's threats by stating he's not hiding anything, is not afraid of a possible leak. Maybe everyone will get to see what kind of TV I bought last month. Parties, people behind Wonderlanders enjoy dressing up in rabbit costumes. From Anthro to Bunny Girl, the purpose is to show the love and respect they have for Alice the Rabbit. I'll follow their example while having fun. Okay, we could ignore that. 720p, that's not very cyberpunk. It's full, like, I full screened it, okay? How many more pixels do you want? Would you leave? Not without you. Is for the cat? That's gotta be. I wonder what Alma thinks of this whole thing. With inflation rates amongst the highest in the world, constant shortages of groceries, and rampant violent crime, Glitch City citizens look for a better life. Quincy, however, isn't happy with this. They learn in our schools and universities. They apply what they learn somewhere else, and I find it rather insulting. New economic measures, which most consider to be useless. They don't know shit, concluded Quincy. Must be his professional opinion. That's the music. This must be where I save the game. How immersive. She has a shirt that says slut. I assume we gotta go to work. Good evening. Hey there, Jill. Also, yeah, we're doing the accent again. I'm not sure how long I can carry the accent. Hey, John. Why don't you admit you have a John face skill? And you let people call you Jules. Anyway, have fun. Thank you. You have a good rest of your night, amigo. Thanks for stopping by. I'm gonna go kiss my... Did they release part 3 already? Did I miss it? I didn't see that they announced part 3 for that. Okay, you look distracted. Where's boss? No, she went out to buy some stuff and, did you hear what I just told you? You said something? Yeah, that you look distracted. Very, very distracted. I'll be back in a few hours if you're still going. I'll be here. It's nothing, I'm just thinking about stuff. What stuff? I have to pay rent by the 30th, which is always stressful, and... it's also the fact that I spent a full hour yesterday apparently talking to myself. Not to mention the fact that 2 days ago I found out the bar is at risk of closing. Not only is my life being shaken up, I'm going crazy apparently. On top of that, neutering 4 left me with a completely empty wallet, and I'll get evicted if I miss rent again. There's all the beer cans around my apartment. Jill. Sorry, you say something? Can you really work today? Of course I can. Let's go through the basics then, just in case. If you make a piano, man, I'll skip the rest, but bear with me for a second here. Let's start with the Sugar Rush. There's a recipe in the navigation bar. Show up on the top left. You can also sort drinks by flavors like sweet or types like manly. Drag the desired amount of ingredients from the cells to the shaker in the center. Well, it's either Sugar Rush or Piano Man. Okay. I'm gonna go to Piano Man. Let's just do a sugar rush. What the fuck? 1, 2, 3. Okay, there we go. Okay, so the mixing time matters. Happy now? A little bit not quite. Let's do one more. Humor me for a bit. Some drinks need to be blended. Mix it for over 5 seconds. Give me a moonblast and I'll leave you alone. Maximum flavor. I can do that. It's a lot of fucking aldehyde. Powder Delta, Flanner Guide, 2 Carmotions. There we go. That looks edible. Did I amuse you for long enough? You did. Sorry to hold you. Let's get working. Oh, and before I forget, you can make any drink big by doubling the amount of ingredients. But if the recipe already has over 10 ingredients, the drink is already big. The recipe says it uses optional Carmotrin. It means you could use none or fill it to the brim. Optional doesn't mean count towards making a big drink, of course. Carmotrin is the alcoholic factor in a drink. It doesn't change the taste, but the amount still has an effect. If you add too much of it, the client will get drunk faster, so be careful. Are you done? Hey, guys. Ah, there she is. Who's that? I don't know. I found her while I was out shopping. Why bring her here? Was I to leave her outside at the mercy of society's finest, or bring her unconscious body in here? She doesn't make such a ruckus when she wakes up. You know that, right? So, what the fuck is that? There we go. That's up for you to deal with. I'll be in my office. You can't just push that responsibility on us. We have work to do, damn it. There's 2 of you. Believe in yourselves! You think Chief knocked her out? That's unlikely. She'd be crowing about it or taunting us if that were the case. It's not like her to pick on such a small girl. It's not unprovoked. Yeah, you're right. We'll just need to keep it quiet. Looks like she's sleeping soundly, not comatose. Let's start the night. Let's start working while you go clean the bathroom. Well, you spent the weekend and Monday doing God knows what. We've had some interesting clients come in. Dogs. Lots of them. You're joking. Gil, you've known me for how long now? Do I look like the kind of woman who'd make a joke like that? Well... So as punishment for leaving me to deal with all that on my lonesome, you'll be in charge of cleaning the bathrooms. Have fun. Just that, okay. I see no problem. Where's the cleaning stuff? You brought that from home, didn't you? That I did. Okay. Now, out of the way, let's play some music on the jukebox. This model needs to have all of its 12 slots filled with songs before it could start. I wonder what was the logic behind that decision. No, not that one. Oh, I remember this from Girls Front Line. It was an interesting banger. There we go. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Okay, a beer. Oh, it's a BA. It looks like a big dude, though. Aldehyde, 2 Bronsons, Powder Delta, Flanner Guide, and a lot of Carmotrin. What if I double up? All mixed. Big beer. There you go. Yeah, this one's good. Pretty good, in fact. Nice job. Okay. You're lucky I was in a meeting close by. This hellhole could certainly use a presence like mine. Well, to be fair, work has taken me to worse hellholes. Like New Jersey the 3rd. There's more than one? What kind of work do you do, mister? You're talking to Donovan D. Dawson, chief editor and owner of the Augmented Eye. Nothing gets published there without my blessings. The day started with quite the interesting fellow, it seems. So you're the one to blame for the barrage of daily articles on Alice Rabbit, then? Hey, people love those articles. They love reading about that legend. Can you blame them? Yeah, do you have some wild card hacker working for their own goals and nobody else's? That's the kind of corny shit that brings the clicks from all kinds of people. Sorry, vomit. And clicks bring money. And money brings nice stuff. Stuff like cars and houses and plastic surgery for the missus and the kids. Well, I'm not complaining about the fact you write about the hacker, just that you write about him every single day. Some of it isn't even the news, just speculations of copycats. I can't read your newspaper's daily feed without running at least one article about Alice Rabbit. Well, first of all, I don't write about it, my interns do. Poor bastards think it'll help make them full-time employees. I'm just capitalizing on this topic while it's popular. And second, you're tired of one article about a supposed hacker, but not all the daily stories about murders and other horrors. I always filter out that section. I don't want to start my day scared and bitter. Yeah, that's why I don't watch the news. I have enough pressure and problems as is. You're smarter than you look, kid. If more people like you, I'd go bankrupt from the lack of traffic. So maybe my job would be easier. How so? People get people get bored of a certain kind of news after seeing it repeatedly. When I started in this job, it only took the news of some elderly woman being killed to guarantee clicks. They need an elderly woman carrying a sick baby boy getting hit by a truck. That's not enough. They need a full sob story behind it. That's why I like those urban legends. Easier to write about and you make up any shit you want. Spam them while they're hot. And even people like you, people who avoid the murder stories, will see them. It brings money, and like I said, money's good. I guess he has a point. What about the opinion columns? Aren't those a good source of traffic, too? Oh, I hate those brats. They just write about how they're better than everyone else. They might also write about how everyone that likes a certain something should be sodomized. The worst part about it is they know half of our clicks come from them, so they get all diva-like on my ass. I think you're being too harsh. What about... Oh, wait, I was thinking of another newspaper. Yeah, the columnists on your page are annoying. See? Get on a restaurant critique column. Shit, forgot that kid's name. Restaurant. I believe that's... That kid. Couldn't care less about his name. Anyway, his column's the least visited of the bunch. He gets less hits than the obituaries. However, he still insists that I keep paying for his adventures to outrageous restaurants. I wouldn't have any problem with that if he actually wrote about half the places he visits. Oh, really? He really writes about the places that the newspaper sends him to. I even heard he tries to get free meals by proclaiming he's a food critic. Poor bastard only gets laughed at when he says that. Do you remember some guy coming in and asked for free drinks and saying he was a critic or whatever? Did it look like a fat child with a really small face? No. Wasn't this one done. Anyway, all this talk made me thirsty. Try to give me a beer this time, please. Beer again. This man likes his beers. How about a big one for the big guy? Big dude, big beer. And I get more money. Yeah, fuck you two. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Alcoholism approved. For you, gamer. Yeah. It's the big things that make life worthwhile. What about big troubles? Did I stun a kid? Right. So tell me, you see many celebrities in a shithole? Please stop referring to this place as a hellhole. The place smells like soap and dog piss. I'm within my constitutional rights to call it a hellhole. I'm doing my best here, thank you very much. Who's that? Nobody important. Hey, I heard that. Don't be offended by what I say, kid. I'm insulting the building, not you. You can think of it as a small hole in hell, rather than a hellish hole, if you like. Charming. So, celebrities. Not really, at least not that I know of. Why? Well, to begin with, you have a serious VIP as a client, but I don't see you losing your shit. You're not making me feel special, honey. It's second, because I'm always up for gossip regarding famous people. Especially the red carpet kind. Those folks people pretend to love, but actually want to see fall from grace. Pretend to love. Fall from grace. Why do you think that gossip about famous people always sells? People pretend that they love celebs. What they really want is to see their idols torn down to their level. They want to see them suffer. To get their comeuppance for daring to be so much more successful than them. I think gossip is just something everyone enjoys, but nobody wants to admit to doing. You thought wrong. But even if you were right, it wouldn't change the fact that people love that crap. They want to escape their lives by living somebody else's. Sadly, I fail to see the appeal in the whole thing. What do I care if this guy I saw in some random movies wearing socks and sandals or if they're dating God knows who? Granted, socks and sandals is practically a public indecency, but still. Please, as a bartender, I bet you have a strong voyeuristic streak. Your kind always loves to hear that stuff. Just like hairdressers. Sounds hypocritical coming from you. Even if that's the case, I don't sensationalize what people do. I don't make it more than that person you know from TV acts like a human. Sensationalize the key word here. Just the other day, I saw this committee judge bitching over what some girl was wearing to the store. No matter what you say, these people don't exist solely to entertain the public. This problem exists because they're the ones constantly cultivating the idea that they're perfect and untouchable. Going to exotic locales, dressing in elegant ways, indulging in every luxury they could think of. Well, that just leaves the public craving for those little moments when they make a mistake and fall down. Can't say that's a lie, but sometimes the crowd just wants to see they're human. Hey, that dude that plays a nice guy is actually a really nice guy. To be fair, sounds like fucking... I hate to make the comparison, but Keanu Reeves. To be fair, the gossip articles don't help sensationalizing everything. Feels like they're instigating a behavior that shouldn't even be acknowledged in the first place. You like your big words, eh, Brett? Two can play that game of... Hey, you're a bartender, right? No, I'm a lab rat, hell-bent on world conquest. Sarcasm wastes my time, my money, and your energy. Refrain from using it. Anyway, I just realized that a bartender like you must have heard quite a few stories in her career. Talk about changing topics. Maybe. Why? You look at Column talking about those, but they'd sell quite well. I feel like that priest who published confessionary stories, then got excommunicated and lynched. People usually tell me all this stuff because they know I'm a simple bartender. Personal stranger of sorts. If we could have you ghostwriting, have our staff do that. They do? You don't really think Lana Smithy is just one person, do you? Figures. Anyway, eventually the people from the stories would know it's them and blame me. Not only did that hurt us as a business, it would hurt me. I really like hearing clients rant about their lives. You know, it hurt the clients too, I guess. Now, if you ever retire, that offer's waiting. Yeah, you'll remember me 2 weeks from now. Sure. You want another drink? Mr. Donovan. Mr. Donovan. Did I say it wrong? I don't know, I just really like the sound of that. Mr. Donovan. Mr. Donovan. Is he really that special? Everyone calls me Mr. Dawson, a boss. Boss is just a title. It's too impersonal and cold. It is? Mr. Dawson was my father and grandfather. It's too general, but Mr. Donovan, now that's more like it. You're referring to me, the man in front of him, not to my family, not to my position as boss, to me. Do you want your employees to get personal with you, Mr. Donovan? Oh, gods no, but I want them to fear me. Not because I'm the boss and the name appearing in their paychecks. Mainly because I strike mortal dread into them. So tomorrow I'm going to make everyone call me that. Oh yeah, you asked it something. What was it? Drink another one. Do you? Oh yeah. You know what? This third time's a charm. Give me another beer. He wants more of the same. I provide. Well. Big dude. Big booze. Here you go, Chief Keef. He's hoping I don't pass out. Cheers. Enjoy. Hey, kid, does this bar have any investors? You gonna call it a shittle? There's some bloke named Sven that wanted to give us money if we stamped his face all over the place. But aside from that, no. These bars are pretty much like any fast food chain, so there are no local investors. Why? Just wanted to let you know how lucky you bastards are. Investors suck harder than my first wife's mouth. These bastards think they're so important because they put their money in the company. I mean, you give me money so you can make more. Let me do my thing and I'll give you your money. But no, they have to stick their noses and start changing the silliest of stuff. What good is it to be the boss if you still have to work for someone else? You still have to answer to unions, the government, and those kind of organizations, don't you? Yeah, but that's paperwork. Make somebody else do it and call it a day. These losers ask for meetings. They start talking about stuff they don't like, stuff they found offensive. There was that one guy or gal that says, hey, why don't you do what that other newspaper does? Recently, they told me that they needed more clicks. I make sure to keep stuff spicy while still keeping production quality up, but it's never enough. Well, you know what? They want more clicks, I'll give them more clicks. Show them what happens when I do what they want and don't reject ideas. I don't know who the hell Donovan D. Dawson is. Walks out. Should I be worried? Nah. At least he paid before storming off. What happened to Sven, though? We never heard from him again. Jill. What the hell happened in that bathroom? That kind of mess usually requires you to have thumbs. Crafty dogs, I tell you. You'd think the short legs would hinder them. The ceiling, the sinks, the toilets, the vents. Wake up Briar Rose over there. I won't forget this. Yeah. Oh, client. Welcome to Valhalla. What can I... Big gut punch. Fast. He wants a gut punch. I want to give him a gut punch, alright. 2, 3. This guy wants a big one. Fucker. Yeah. You can actually do it then. This crack house is a bar? Hellhole, crack house. It smells like dog urine and soap. Well, you expect someone to feel comfortable in here. I'm surprised you decided to come to our little crack house at all, mister. What the hell do you care? Payment registry says... Sorry for the question then, Mr. Ingram McDougal. Sorry about the smell. We're working on fixing it. There was a incident over the weekend. But it's Tuesday. Please, let me know what I can do to make your experience more pleasant regardless. If I pay you, will you come with me to a motel for a couple of hours? No. Then I have no use for you beyond giving me drinks. Such pleasant clientele tonight. May I ask why you decided to come to our bar, then? Somebody recommended me this place, and I have no idea why she likes it. She says she's a regular here and all. I'm starting to doubt her taste. A regular? Can I ask who? No. I concede one thing. Whoever picks the music at least has decent taste. Hey. Hey, Jay, where'd you put the dish soap? Gills run out. Oh, the sink, where it's always been. Right. Oh, customer. Good evening, sir. Hope you enjoy your stay at Valhalla. So any other feedback you want to provide the establishments, we could enhance your customer experience. No. That's an interesting change of heart. I can't afford to slam this place knowing she's here. You know my boss? I don't know her, but I know who she is. Donna Zane, the Red Comet. That woman who fended off mall rioters all by herself, knocking them out cold one by one. That's an achievement and a title I've never heard before. I know boss did quite a few things before opening this bar, but that sounds... Would you happen to know how she got her mechanical arm? I heard a couple stories, but they sound too fantastical to be true. You've had an interesting change of attitude. I saw that woman take out armed rioters with her bare hands. Once you see something like that, it's hard not to keep your mouth shut in front of them. Interesting. You can relax, though. I've only seen her deal with clients personally about 2 or 3 times. One involved Class 5 weaponry, the other one was a pickup artist, and the latest had an alpaca. An alpaca. Well, not really an alpaca, but... There's this woman that owns a textile company. She got really drunk, and she started screaming she was an alpaca. She started spitting on everything afterwards. My boss had to show her the exit. I'd rather not remember that night, so let's leave it at that. Can I get you anything? A pile driver. Please, there's a word I haven't heard today. Coming right up. He wants a pile driver, but I'd rather suplex him. This dude wants alcohol. All mixed. Yeah. It's fine, I guess. Lady, you ever faked an orgasm? I'm sorry, I think I heard wrong. Asked if you've ever faked an orgasm. It's a question I'm not going to answer. I'll take that as a yes. I was just thinking about how good a lie can be. And even the most sincere of people lie once in a while. Lies can buy you time. Lies can make you happy. Reality will come crashing through the door eventually, but for that moment, the lie can give meaning. They say lies are like your porn stash. You know they exist, but you shouldn't acknowledge them. Does that mean you've really faked orgasms? Because you look like you have a lot of experience. This sounds like shit I would fucking say. This sounds like shit I have said. Dios mío. So that's quite the random thought to just suddenly have. You perhaps lying about something right now? Not really, I was just thinking about people making polite comments about this crack house. Of course you were. I'm gonna need another drink here. Alrighty, do I think of drinking a bit quickly? That's my problem, not yours. Give me a fringe weaver. Alright, let's give him a fringe weaver. Jesus Christ. It's like drinking ethylic alcohol with a spoonful of sugar. Bro, you maybe want to cut it back a little bit. A big fringe weaver. God, this is bloody murder. Well, enjoy your alcoholism. That's up to me. Lady, have you ever felt empty? Empty how? Like hungry? I mean empty like there's a part of you missing. Can't say I particularly have. I just feel there's part of myself that lacks something. And it should get to do something that I just can't satisfy. Have you tried taking up a hobby? Might not solve your problems, but it might keep you busy enough to avoid thinking about it. Any suggestions? Collecting stuff, reading, bungee jumping, combat sports, exercise? Sounds a lot cheaper than the alternative, which is bitches and alcohol. I tried sex tourism once. It was like a bloody Russian roulette of STDs, so I left midway through. I once burned in my Christmas bonus hiring 3 women for an orgy. One's more amusing and way cheaper. I've also hired a girl to act like my daughter for a day for 3 years in a row now. Nothing seems to do it. Have you tried rescuing a puppy? You can't fuck puppies. At least you shouldn't. I'm drawing a blank then. Can't think of anything that might help. I wasn't expecting you to help me or to believe me. I could have been lying through my teeth this whole time. People lie, lady. Anyway, I'm leaving now. The smell's killing me. Come again. Don't count on it. Good. Boss, I'm taking my break. Oh, that's cute. Game sure has style. I'll give it that. Then the music. I knew the music was good. It's now safe to keep playing. Guess I'm getting locked up this time. Let's keep that going. I'd buy that for $1. Good evening. Good eve. Would you mind taking your helmet off? Oh, sorry, it's so comfortable. I usually forget I have it on. Hey, it's Say. Is this better? Yeah, thank you. What can I get you, Miss? Master Specialist Say P. Asagiri, the 765th Division Valkyrie Corps at your service. It's too long. Just call me Say. What can I get for you, Say? Let's see, I'm in the mood for a sweet drink. Oh, but not sweet isn't cool. Though a cool drink would be nice, too. But not cool isn't great, and especially not isn't big. Also, since I have to get up early and I can't afford a hangover. Sorry, did you get that? A sweet drink, preferably a cold one that's not too big, right? I could do that. Small, sweet, and icy. Let's see, that's 3. 1. Let's just do a sugar rush. Keep it simple. You fuck. What the fuck? 1. 1 powder delta, 2 aldehyde. Optional Carmotrin. Douchebag. Okay, maybe that's not what she wanted. What the fuck do you mean failed? Fuck it. Hey, this is just what I needed. I don't get many white knights as client. I can only remember one other, in fact. You said you're from the Valkyrie Corps, right? You the guys who deal with riots and such? Right, no, you think of the Blitzkrieg, the one with huge plated suits. Yeah, those. No, we're different people. I mean, like, obviously we're different people, but we don't deal with riots or anything. In fact, you could say we deal with their aftermath. How so? To rescue, heal, and protect. We're the angels who soothe those suffering enemy attacks. We're the light of hope in the darkest of times, the one who assists the victims of crimes. We watch, we protect. What was that? Sort of our Pledge of Allegiance. We recite it every morning. What it means is that our duties mostly include rescuing civilians, healing the injured, and protecting them from stuff. What kind of stuff? Burglars, rapists, car crashes, anything that might happen. You mentioned heal. Are you a doctor then? No, I know many doctors, but I'm not one of them. I'm more of a paramedic. I treat people before they go to a doctor. I'm also kind of like a firefighter in that I sometimes rescue people from places. Damn, that's gotta be a tough job. Sort of, but it's also real rewarding. I mean, I've yet to meet somebody that isn't glad to see me when I arrive. Must have seen some shocking sights. Yeah, this one time when I was saving some people from the top of a collapsing building, I looked down and was blown away by how pretty the city was. It's like a starry sky on Earth. Oh, and there's this time we were cleaning up the aftermath of a car crash. Water was pouring out of a hydrant. The lights and scattered pieces of glass, it was all almost dreamlike. That's not what I meant by shocking, but okay. No, but those are sights, and they're shocking, right? Yeah, but never mind. Wait, did I mishear you and you actually meant sighs? I mean, sure. I've suffered the deepest, longest, and most frustrated sighs from people after everything's said and done, but don't worry, you didn't mishear. I guess I was just expecting a different kind of answer. What kind of answer? Don't worry about it. You finish your drink. Can I get you anything else? Something classy. A classy drink. Can you be more specific? Don't make it too big. Does that work? So I don't come to bars very often. My drinks usually come in a can. No problem. Don't worry. A classy drink, right? Let's see what I can find you. No. She doesn't want big. Too big. The bad touch. Okay, she wants something kind of sweet. Okay, let's do that. Eight out of 10 smug assholes would recommend it, but they're too busy being smug assholes. I'll believe it. Enjoy your beverage. Here you are. Yep, this looks like something Stella would drink. Who? She's my DS friend. Not that I don't have others, but she's the one I've known the longest. She likes these kind of drinks, so I wanted to see what's so special about them. And what do you think? I expected something stronger. I like it quite a bit. Say, Miss Bartender, what's your name? You know my name, now I want to know yours. Okay, just call me Jill. Jill, huh. Jill's short for Jillian. No, that's not right. Julianne. Do not call me Julianne, please. Sorry about that. No, excuse me. I don't want to anger you. Sorry, why don't you like being called by your full name? It's a stupid reason. Don't dwell too much on it. Okay, I still feel bad about angering you, though. Why? Because you look like a nice girl, Jill, and I don't like angering nice people. If it helps somehow, I really like this place. It actually helps. You're the first person to say something nice today. Thanks. What do you like about it? The smell of dog piss and soap. God damn it. My mom used to be a vet, and I used to go to a clinic after school, so the smell takes me back. It makes me feel comfy and nostalgic. What made you become a white knight instead of a vet, or anything else? I was never a good student, so studying medicine of any sort was out of the question. Aside, it's mostly because of something that happened while I was a kid. A white knight attacked my friend who was coming for me when this other white knight saved us. I don't remember what happened next. I just woke up in a hospital with my friend watching over me. I mean, it wasn't a prophetic moment or anything, but ever since then, I felt like this was my calling. And I wanted to help people the same way they helped me. It's interesting, though. One would think being attacked by a white knight would make you run the opposite direction. Yeah, but there's another one that saved me. So I kind of guide myself toward judging everything on an individual basis. Not to like an extremist extent, but, you know, you get me. Yeah, I try to do the same too. I joined the Valkyrie Corps specifically, though. Because I wanted to rescue people from dire situations. And going into patrols and all that felt too tiresome. It's also the one with the least paperwork involved. When I think about it, there are different kinds of White Knights, right? I guess White Knight's too broad a term. There's not one specific type. There are many different classes. You know, rescue, assault. There's even a squad full of bureaucrats. Really? Yeah, they get assigned to companies to handle the accounting and that kind of shit. People usually ask them because they speed up processes. But if you are assigned when a company is suspected of having weird under-the-table deals... Interesting. There's also a squad dedicated to fighting school bullying. They were doing a nice job, but the fad of anti-bullying campaigns passed and they lost their funding. I believe some members still work with anti-bullying cases in an unofficial capacity. That'd be nice. I think. Can I get you anything else? I don't know if I should. I can't afford that many drinks. Besides, I don't really know how much alcohol I can handle. Yeah, I can see that. You know what? I love something else. I remember something called Martini? Brantini. No, I'm sure it's Martini. It's Brantini, trust me. I'll get you one. Isn't this what I made a second ago? 4, 5... Shake it, not stirred. Yeah, you see? Oh, you're right. Thanks. You know what, I think I'll bring a friend of mine here in a couple days. And why is that? I like the feel of this place, and I want to share it with her. Might be a bit difficult, though. She's one of the classier places. Not that this place isn't nice, but... Don't worry, I know the kind of place I work in. I see. Which shouldn't be too bad, I just need to... What was that? Sound like an explosion. I better check that. I paid you already, right? Yeah, go ahead. Be careful. Okay. She left a helmet. If she's coming back, I'll just hold it. I'll go check what the VA-11 hell that explosion was. What the fuck? Oh, she woke up. Where am I? Good evening, and welcome to Valhalla. That might not have been the best thing to say. Valhalla, and am I dead? Does that mean that Uncle Ingus' ramblings about the afterlife looking like a shoddy downtown bar are true? Called it. Afterlife? I'm not dead. As far as I can tell, no. To be fair, I don't know how death or the afterlife work exactly, but you're breathing, right? Alright, then where the hell am I? How'd I get here? Who brought me here? What were you planning to do with me? Are you organ traffickers? Robbers? Rapists? Pickpockets? You're pickpockets, aren't you? Why aren't you saying anything? I'm waiting for you to vent your worries, otherwise you'll just... You're rapists, aren't you? Rapists, the whole lot of you. You want to tear my clothes, beat me unconscious, have your horrible way with me, and then brutally murder me, don't you? All while still violating every hole in my body so they're twitching, don't you? Jesus Christ. Interrupt me. Well, this is going nowhere. Let's see if I can get a drink to calm it down. Give us something that'll calm it down. A fedora. Bad touch. You think something so balanced it actually tastes nice? You'd be wrong. Fluffy dream. Okay, something soft. What is that? A drink in a bar. Bar serve drinks. A bar. So I figured I should give you something to help you calm down. Don't worry, it's on the house. Calm down? What do you spice it up with? Roofies? TDX? Pumpkins? God, no, I wouldn't even think of it. Your stutter makes me suspicious, you know. If I've had anything like that to your drink, they dock my pay and tips. Not to mention I have to pay for any lawsuits myself. That's a best case scenario. I could get fired and lose benefits. Oh. I could fuck with the TV. That's the best case scenario. I could get fired and... Yeah, no. Trust me, the BTC loves to catch anyone who commits that particular felony. They show themselves all proud for a hefty PR boost. The thought of going through all that is just... Ugh. Even if you say that, let's do something. If you go outside and head just 3 businesses to the left, you'll find a convenience store. This will drug tests for drinks. Tell the cashier that Donna Zane sent you. 2 flying cars crashed and went boom. That's why it's so noisy. Any damage? A hole in the street. Don't know about the drivers or anything. I see. By the way, I think I'm done here. You check inside the toilet paper's locker? What about... Oh my god. How? Why? How? I'm back. He tried to give me bandages at first, so... Did he have to pay? No. No problem then. Try another drink. That's negative. Well, there you go. You could be in cahoots with the clerk in the store. He even knew your name. Good point, but first of all, it's not my name. It's my boss. Second, we're pretty much part of a chain, sort of like the spicy chicken of bars. Finally, I'm not making you drink this. I offered it to you as a sign of peace. I mean, you are right. It is indeed suspicious on my part. Sorry. You can just ignore the drink, go through that door, and forget this ever happened. That'd be it. You're at peace, and nothing of value will be lost. Are you implying something won't have value because I ignored it? You saying my presence is so unimportant that my lack of action will yield no difference? Yeah. What about the drink? Are you gonna let this fruit of your work go to waste so easily? No, I'll let you know I'm not that unimportant, that your work does matter. I'm not sure you should drink it all so fast. So how was it? It was fine, but not something I'd order normally. You alright? Yeah, I guess you're telling the truth. Sorry about that. No problem. If I were you, I'd have probably reacted the same way. I should apologize for my last comment, too. It came out as insensitive. Guess I'll stay for a while. I need to get my thoughts in order. Tell me how I got here? My boss found you unconscious and brought you here for safekeeping. And you wouldn't sleep until that car crash outside. I see. Guess it's better to wake up here than on the streets, stripped of clothes, dignity, and or organs. You fall unconscious. Were you tired? Sick? Guess I'm sick, but I'd rather not talk about it. Yeah, of course. I'll tell you what, your drinks are in the house tonight. Why'd you do that? Certain apology on behalf of everyone here for all the trouble we've caused you. Also, something tells me you might need another drink. Yeah, you might be right. Okay, I'll have a piano man. Yeah, I just scoped that last one. I want to enjoy this one. You don't see a woman asking for a piano man every day. The fuck's the difference? Piano woman. Two, 3, 5, 5, 3. Oh. Thought they might have been the exact same, but I guess not. 1, 2, 3. Fuck you. Okay, so put ice in last. There we go. Okay, it wasn't age is what it was. I fucked it up originally. Yeah. Yeah, this one. My dad used to drink these for an actual pianist attempted to kill him. What do you do? Your dad, I mean, to provoke the pianist like that. Wrong place, wrong time, I guess. He was relaxing in a bar when suddenly the pianist leapt off the stage and started punching him. Some say he was off his meds and my dad looked like some music critic that bashed him. I still hold my stance that he just got too excited. Jace does that to you. I see. The Piano Man is an interesting story. It was originally created by a bartender in honor of a pianist friend of his that had just died. Apparently it mixes all the flavors said friend liked the most. Oh, that's nice. So this is how it feels to go for a drink at the end of a long, hot day at work. I'm not sure if I like the fact that I'm falling into that. Where do you work, Miss, call me Kim. I don't know if I could say I work yet, though. I'm still just an intern. May I ask where? Ah, great. She works for that guy. I run it every morning. In fact, Dawson was here earlier. I knew I smelled his nasty cologne. That bastard leaves his reek wherever he goes. Ah, so you believe me? I do. God, you have no idea how much I hate that chauvinistic horseblower. Harsh words. The worst part is I kind of admire the way he does stuff. He's so forceful about the things he wants that people have it done before they realize what's going on. He even got a pizza delivery boy to work server maintenance. A full week passed before the pizza shop asked where the hell he was. And when you believe it, the guy became decent at server maintenance despite having no previous experience. Sounds like me. It's kind of admirable, but at the same time, I hate his guts. Well, I have to work for him. It's... Where are you working at, Ed? Did I ask something I shouldn't have? No, don't fret about it. I'd rather not talk about it, though. Fair enough. What's your name, bartender? Call me Jill. Is it hard to be a bartender, Jill? It's about as hard as being a cook somewhere else. You keep going through the motions while trying to provide something of quality, all while answering the whimsy of people's orders. I think the hottest part is dealing with the chemical hazards some people might leave behind. Why? At one point I thought about being a bartender, but I was afraid they'd make me wear skimpy clothes and dance or something. Oh boy, here we go again. Well, it depends on where you start working, you know? So I was lucky Valhalla didn't end up being a tacky disco overseen by a DJ with an afro. My boss just wanted a comfy place, I think. Your boss sounds like an interesting person. What with wanting to put me somewhere safe and all that. She is. She's so cool and collected. There's no qualms about showing excitement about stuff. Sure, she's been a bit tense the last couple of days, but even then, when you're with her, everything just feels under control. She also has this mechanical arm. No idea how she got it, but... Sorry, I got carried away. It's fun seeing you break the wise bartender character you're using here. I do that? It'd be nice to meet this boss of yours sometimes and thank her. Shall I call? She'd be glad to know you're okay. Oh no, I shouldn't pester her. Besides, it's getting late. I don't want to abuse your generosity. You can ask for another one, although I don't know how much alcohol you can handle. I think I can handle one other. One Brantini. What's a brand? A mod. Fucking a Brantini. Bang. Here you go. Yeah, this seems like the stuff. Cheers. Hey, Jill, is this job like a lifelong dream or something? Really, it just kind of happened. One thing led to another, and, bam, bartending. Do you regret not fulfilling a dream? The only dream I could remember being a passion about was buying a Model Warrior Julian arcade machine. Can't say I've given up on that one yet, but alas, adult stuff needs to be paid for first. You never had a dream you wanted to chase? Not really. I mean, most of my dreams have been silly things or childish dreams. Childish dreams. Having a room where every piece of furniture talks, being a model warrior. Oh, childish dreams, yeah. I remember I wanted to live in a koi pond when I was 7. Fish seemed to be having a blast to me. So no dreams? None that I felt particularly motivated to chase, no. I mean, I'm fascinated by AIs, but I just couldn't find it in me to study it. So I picked something I found nice and moved on. Somewhere along the way, I became a bartender. I see. Finally. Those dogs left a mess I'm not going to forget anytime soon. How the hell did they throw toilet paper out the window? Oh, Klein. Good night, ma'am. Joe, I'm leaving early. I need to take care of the smell clinging. Okie dokes. Who is he? A ghost. Don't worry about him. Oh, I heard that. Why were you asking all those questions? I think about it. I don't really have a dream job or anything like that. I think we idealize the idea of a dream job too much. Not everyone walks around with a clear idea of what they want in life. Some take a liking to a job, others find it after many failed attempts. Sometimes life takes an unexpected turn that makes you change your plans. What I mean is, don't worry too much about it. Maybe you're right. I'm going to take my leave now. Thank you for everything. Thank you, boss, on my behalf. Thank you, and come again. And that's it. I'll be done for the night. It seems like it. Where's the girl that was here? Gil cleaned the bathroom and left because he stank. Kim woke up, had a couple drinks, and left. Oh, so she's called Kim. How'd she look to you? How was she? She's freaked out when she woke up, but she managed to calm down. Are you worried about her? Would you be? I don't know. Boss, do you feel like someone calling you boss is too impersonal? Not really, no. It's not like you called me that because I'm a stranger. It's just out of habit. Oh. Anyway, you're free to go after you finish washing up. Let me transfer you today's payment. Maybe I'll give Gil a small bonus for dealing with the bathroom. Mistakes, 0. Commission, today's payment, tips. Wow, we did fantastic. I think I really like those big beers. I have a feeling this is going to be a one-time thing just because we nailed that initial one with all those back-to-back big beers. We're in the money. Automatically renew on the 17th. About a hodl plant. Buy another to prevent it from getting too distracted. Danger you. Oh, hey, that's Weaver's thing. Weren't you going to have curry yesterday? A ghost took my money. In memory of a real potted plant. Beer on discount. There we go. Jill bought what she wanted and she's pleased with herself. She'll surely focus at work. What do we got going on here? Local woman, local hero. This morning, a suicide attempt was thwarted by an unidentified local woman. Occurred at Artemis Will Mall, where people noticed someone was at the rooftop of the building. Firefighters were called as soon as their presence was noticed, but the person jumped off. Just when the would-be suicide victim jumped off, a local woman was able to catch them mid-air. I wonder if that was supposed to be, Dana. 70% of our readers consider shrimp ramen to be disgusting. Everyone hates that brand of food. Total 6,000 votes. Shrimp ramen is reducing because it's shit. It's purple numbers. I think Alice Rabbit might be a dog. Don't trust this dog. Why not? A dog, you say? Why not? They're receiving brain enhancements are capable of learning at near human speed. It makes a lot of sense, right? Purple numbers. Okay, that's binary. Here, give me a minute. So that's binary. That means... Let me ram that through binary translator. Zero, 1, 0. Give me a second translating it. We left off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. L1, 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 0, 0, L1, L1. 1 0 0 1 0 0 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1 0 1 0 0 1 1 1 1. Okay, it's not like a full word. It's the retribution is co. I also think I fucked it up because retribution is spelled with an H. So I probably fucked that up. But yeah, all it says is the retribution is co. The word isn't finished, so either I totally mistranslated that, but I know I got the second word kind of right. Well, maybe the retribution is co. I assume it's short for coming, because I'm not fucking stupid. Dangerous opinions. Anon wants to confess her feelings to her best friend. I still don't know. The fuck? Assume Mickey's, fucking no. This is basically 4chan. Let's talk about Alice Rabbit. Terrorist attack next week. Only leaves a funny ASC2 drawing and a message, something like "Happy Not Birthday." And she leaked the Eternal White Knight memos. Starting riots. Okay. Let's go tear it up. Good evening. Hey, Jill. She says helmet. Blah. That's a sound you don't hear every day. Boss, what are you doing with that helmet? I was just about to ask you where it came from. White Knight came yesterday. She left, and she forgot to take it with her. I figured she'd eventually come looking for it, so I left it under the count. Wait. Do you regularly put things on without asking who they belong to first? I don't plan and evaluate every move, Jill. I just act. Anyways, your boss, I'm taking this helmet until the client comes for it. You sound happy? Well, this helmet's comfortable and cool. Comfortable and cool and really, really cool. Hello? It's strange that you're late, Jill. Or Gil. Yeah, the traffic was... Don't run, you have work to do. I'm not going back to Hong Kong. Hong Kong? Chief? I thought you were someone else. Apparently. I'll leave the rest up to you. I'll detonate the Pluto warhead somewhere safe. The what way now? Nothing. Never mind. She seems happy. She's been tense these last couple of days. If she's somehow relaxed now, good. You all set? Yeah, alright. Let's keep it going. And mix drinks to change lives. Hey Brett, you're in luck. I decided to bless this place again. Mr. Donovan, welcome to Valhalla. What can I get you? What do you think I want, kid? The usual. I wonder what he means. He wants a beer, and he wants it big. Big. Here you go. That's what I call service. That's good to hear. What brings you here today, Mr. Donovan? I think we were supposed to hand the interns an article topic. All those crazy bitches came flocking to me like the first high schooler with a car. I gotta deal with it, so I switched places with some poor sap. He's supposed to be doing an interview today, but fuck that. Thanks to all that shit, I found myself here, blessing your hellhole with my presence. You were here yesterday, too. How'd that come about? There's this gal that's performing at a concert later tonight. Mickey. Yesterday, I was tuning the details of the interview I'd have with her today. Like I said, I'd rather work here than deal with a pack of competitive bitches. I see. How was the interview? Easy enough. The fact that the girl had a nice set of knockers helped. We've come a long way in the department of Lilim's sex appeal, I tell you. She was a Lilim then. One of those new fancy king-class Chia models. Heard they're anatomically correct in every way. I wouldn't mind finding out about that myself. Hey, you guy with the John face. Me? What the hell's a John face? Hey, you. Do I know you? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure I know you. Wait, it was the Hong Kong riots 10 years ago, right? I've never been to Hong Kong, and I certainly didn't defect from any anti-riot force after stealing supplies. Really, that's a bummer. You look like a guy who owes me a drink. You were in those riots, Mr. Donovan? Do I look like some anarchist hippie to you? 10 years ago, I tried to start a silicone business. I was in Hong Kong talking to some investors when those damn riots broke out. Seriously, though, did they really think the laws they were trying to pass wouldn't backfire? They were openly trying to segregate people with augmentations. No matter how many they have different capabilities you put in between, it's still segregation. And once people start crying segregation like that, you're doomed. This is the PR century. If you're going to do that, disguise it a bit. It's a very laconic way of summarizing the incident. There was a political agenda revolving around cheap labor. The plan reached such a developed stage because the media was instilling fear in the public. The general fear that augmented people would become power-hungry maniacs was a key factor in the plans. Everything is mostly the aftermath of previous protests where... It's like I thought maybe it's better to be laconic. Trying to get the full picture might take you back to beyond the Industrial Revolution. All that happened when I got out of high school. I remember I had to turn down a scholarship in Hong Kong because of all that. Scholarship, that's no mean feat, Brett. I guess even without the scholarship, there would have been the language barrier. I remember I was kind of excited back then because I was really into this one Chinese idol band. It's one of those things I'd rather not remember much of. You'd be surprised at how easy Chinese could be. So you know how to speak it? The only translator I had available was some pizza-faced pencil neck. I wasn't going to allow myself to be seen with that. Someone like me can learn Chinese in 2 weeks. Well, I guess that a scholarship student might have a chance. Why do I feel like he suddenly challenged me to finally learn Chinese? Chinese? Wait, when you say Chinese, do you mean Mandarin or Cantonese? Tangerine? Canto what? When people say Chinese, they're usually referring to the written word, not the spoken one. It's important to clarify because there are lots of dialects. In Hong Kong, lots of speak Cantonese, so just saying Chinese won't do. You might have learned Cantonese because you're only going to Hong Kong. You might have learned Mandarin because it's the one spoken by the majority elsewhere. I went to Hong Kong and managed to seal the deal. I have no idea about anything else. Right. Anyway, surely a student with a scholarship can serve me a Mars blast. One of these is enough to leave your face red like the actual planet. Yeah, this looks big. I don't need to make it bigger. Do Carmotrin, and he wants it blended. There you go. Alright, I guess I'll believe your story. Hey kid, I got wasted yesterday, so there's certain protocol here. You mind telling me if I said anything someone could use against me in a court of law? Unless complaining about your investors can be used as a legal weapon, I don't think so. Oh good, fuck those guys. What'd I tell you? They wanted unreasonable stuff, how they feel like they have more power than you do, and all that. Yeah, I recall something like that, but then again, it seems to be something I say a lot when drunk. That and racial slurs in German. Me studying world history so I could be racist more accurately. Racial slurs and what? Let me tell you something. There are people worse than your investors. Who? Your clients. Excuse me? You readers, if you think clients are always right, then you're wrong. Unless I'm the client, that is. We live in an area where PR is the first and only word in anything. You could sell the shittiest of stuff and people will buy it if you're the apple of their eyes. But make one fucking mistake and it's over. You're a criminal. No chance of appeal. God forbid if they ever catch you something you said out of context. A month ago, we had to clarify we were talking about the animal in an article about cougars in nearby rainforests. All because we got a pack of 40-year-old divorced soccer moms crying about hurt feelings. They were having picnic parties in the same forest and thought we were writing about them. God, I hope at least one of them gets eaten by their damn namesake. Yeah, it's funny when somebody else hears it, but the smell of rosy perfume still makes my blood boil. Nowadays, somebody can take a joke. They're always out for blood. You can't win. You will always piss someone off. And while some take it graciously, many just love feeling insulted. They relish the thought of ganging up against something. And those hypersensitive bastards are your clients. They're the ones you gotta target. I run a goddamn newspaper. The whole point is to present news in the most neutral way possible. Being offended by a newspaper is like being angry at the mayor. Sure, let's go with that. It's not like he's totally wrong, but hearing it from him is kinda... And look at the time, I gotta get back to work. Really? I just finished an interview and it's gotta be posted. The fact that we're posting it after the chick finished her concert is enough of a problem already. What delayed the interview? The interview was supposed to happen last Friday. One of the interns, this meek little girl, was supposed to do it, but for some fucking reason she just didn't. I spent 2 days negotiating something else instead. Negotiating? Did you have to pay or something? Yeah, when that encore concert happens, I need to plaster that chick's face all over the front page. One last drink before I leave. Give me something bitter to wake me up. Or some alcohol would help him, too. Like that one's just straight up, this is an unbearable beverage. Don't force this on anyone. Pile driver. Let's give him a suplex instead. Might be a bit ambitious here, but let's try. Yeah. Yeah, this works just fine. No, I feel I should compensate the poor bastard that took the heat today. Oh? Yeah, that kid Joe Gene Hirohito. Fuck, I can't remember his name. That kid's always gushing about that idol I interviewed. I can't remember anyone for shit, but he's annoying enough to make me remember him. I don't know, I feel like I cock-blocked him big time today by taking his gig away. Worst of all, I left him to fend off a pack of crazy bitches. And that's not something I wouldn't wish on anyone, not even my worst enemies. Well, maybe 2 of them. You're sounding so considerate right now. I'm no saint, kid, but I'm a man. And a man must never cock-block another man unless he's trying to fuck your mom. What if it's your dad? Did I stutter? Maybe you can get him tickets or something. That mean he'd be off work. I need him to be at my beck and call tonight. I've seen that brat talk to no end about us. I'll let him write about us somewhere else in the newspaper. Give him the food critics column. It's shit anyways. So fucking nice. I'm out, kid. Thank you. Please come again. That'd be interesting to see. It was, tiring. Jill, I think I have a problem. Don't tell me. Yeah, I can't take the helmet off. Yeah, very funny. Did you check the internet for help? How to take off a Valkyrie-type White Knight helmet. It's not exactly a common query. I can break it, but I don't want to damage the client's property. What, did you run out of air? I just realized you served a Valkyrie in Valhalla. Shit, don't scare me like that. I think you can run out of air with this helmet. What are you going to do? Oh, someone that might help me. I'll give her a call. Let's see, what was the number? Here it is. Iris, I need some unclogging advice. Iris? Heard Chief call her a couple times, maybe she's a friend. More importantly, will Chief be fine? She will. Even if there's no God or Buddha, you could always trust the boss. Yeah, let's hope you're right. Hey, honey, can you see me? Dorothy. Yeah, I can see you. Why? Hey, man, did they sell me the wrong stuff? Who sold you what? I'm going out for a bit to buy a screwdriver and bacon and... Are you talking to yourself again? No. Hello. Oh, hello, Dorothy, wherever you are. I'll be back in a bit, then. She didn't see you? Oh, I get it now. They sold me a Vic jammer, non-optic camouflage system. Care to explain? Have you seen those pics or videos of someone stripping or undressing? But I mean the ones where the clothes are the only thing you see and the other person's invisible? What? There's people out there with a fetish for invisible people, where you can only see a few articles of clothing floating about. I was trying to find something that let me cater to that fetish, but my contact misunderstood my request. I asked him to bring me something that'd make me invisible, and he did. But I'm only invisible to cameras. And then, wouldn't your clothes be invisible too with such a jammer? Well, you have a point. Maybe I'll work something out. Maybe I'll get a nano camo module. Nano camo? Haven't you heard of nano camo? It's a military tech company that branches civilian appliances. They use nanotech to make fabric or other materials take any color or texture you want. You can order a module from them and change the color of clothes, walls, or tables. Sounds interesting. Maybe I'll look it up. Does that have to do with what you want, though? If I remember correctly, they have a module that makes things almost invisible to the human eye. It's quite pricey last I checked, though. Almost to the human eye. It's not perfect if you move, you'd be an eerie, surroundings-colored blob. Let me alone see things differently, so it's ineffective against us. Still might be what I need. Now, what was that about talking to yourself again? Fuck was that? Nothing important. What are you having? I'm in a good mood, so give me a piano woman. It's a big-ass drink. All aged and mixed. One piano woman. Thanks, I love these ones, you know. I keep them from special occasions. Whenever I'm feeling good or wherever I'm in a slump. And today? Today, I feel good. That's nice. Okay, then how's this for a bonus payment? Oh, the ticket from Friday. Can't believe I still remember that. That guy was so nice giving it to me. Too bad it was filled to the brim with dogs. I would have enjoyed the drink here, otherwise... I don't think this ticket should be valid. Then again, they were improvised, so there isn't really a contract involved. You know, if you're lonely enough to start talking to yourself, we could hit an arrangement. Keep me fed and I'll keep you company. You still need to pay if you want to get naughty, though. I'll pass. I already have a cat that does all that. Do you pay him to finish that sentence, and I'll make sure you truly become invisible? Ah, fine. Consider this a standing offer, though. Oh, hey, John. Ah, Dorothy. Didn't see you here last Friday. I was dealing with some stuff over the weekend. And Monday. Yeah. Was it a girl? I wish. What'd you do? I'd rather not talk about it. Hey, honey, what'd he do? Gil's been a complete mystery for as long as I've known him. His past is like a nebulous mass that tries to bite him every once in a while. Nebulous? You hear so much random stuff, it's hard to make connections about what happened when. And you know, people lie. Does your boss know about it? She said I'm not one to judge. Seems like she knows what the hell's going on. I think I'm better off not knowing. It's not really that necessary, and it's a pain in the ass to think about. I'm right here, you know. Did I tell any lies? I mean, no, but... Never mind. Oh yeah, but your boss. She wearing a helmet. She found it. She put it on. Now she's stuck. Oh yeah, randomly putting on stuff you find is problematic. Yeah, no shit. I mean, there's this girl that wanted to see if she could use a glass bottle as a bit early for those stories, don't you think? Nope. By the way, it's weird. I didn't see you yesterday. I have a job too, you know. Yeah, but you usually come before you start. Oh, did you miss me that much? Yesterday was a bit different. I worked the entire day. I don't know if I should ask. That was weird, but not, like, kinky weird. The guy paid me to spend all day pretending to be his daughter. Oh, shit. He was telling the truth. Really? Yeah, I go to his house at 11 a.m., dress as requested, and spend all day there. Play some games, occasionally tell him I love him, go to bed when ordered, and leave. Nothing sexual. I used to expect him to push me against the ground and have his way with me. But after 3 years, it's unlikely that'll happen. 3 years? Yeah, 1 day a year for 3 years now. Last year, he also wanted me to have a party as his daughter's birthday. But he's like, does he have a daughter or not? Had. It seems she died 4 years ago. Ah. Yeah, I seem to attract that kind of people for some reason. What kind of people? Nobody. I said nothing. Give me a moonblast, would you? Oh, that's sad. So the dude was telling the truth. No wonder he seems so lost. Yeah. Something interesting about this drink. I don't actually like it, but I can't stop drinking them. It tastes like a bit of sugar drowned in pure alcohol. So why won't they feel like that? Something I've been meaning to ask. Yes, I'm single, and I don't mind that you're a girl. Do you actually mind what anyone is? Not at all. Anyway, it's not about that. Do all DFC 72s look like kids? Yes and no. At a factory, we look like kids because our development needs to be as close to human as possible. Then you look like babies outside the factory. Nope, every fresh DFC 72 looks about 10 to 13. Makes it easy to upgrade later. Upgrade. Once a DFC 72 passes 3 maturity tests, it can opt for a factory upgrade. Said upgrade alters its body to something older. Some go for it, some don't. Will you go? I don't know, right now I'm a rarity. You don't find many like me in my line of work, so I have an advantage. And I really need that advantage, you know. Well, so. When people hire me, half the time it's not because I'm me. The amount of role-playing I might have to do on a normal night is ridiculous. So if I stop looking underage, I lose my advantage over everyone else. Huh. Didn't think about it that way. Should I think about it at all? I mean, maybe I'll go through with it if I ever decide to retire. Right now, I'm just fine the way I am. Ah, I see. Good evening, Gil. Jill and Gillian, welcome to... Oh, fuck, I don't need to read that. Does that happen a lot? Not really. It happened less if Jill would just let people call her Jules. Call me Jules, and I'll make sure every time you sit, you'll hear the cling of your shaker. Okay. I'll be with you in a minute, Jamie. Just let me finish here. Okay. Hello, sailor. Hello, young lady. Just call me Dorothy. You're Jamie, right? Nice to meet you, Dorothy. Hey, let me buy you a drink. Oh, I couldn't let you do that. I insist. I got a hefty bonus the other day, and today I'm in a good mood. Being polite of me to reject. Sure, I'll take the offer. Okay, I'll have a big sunshine cloud. Let me find her just a gut punch. Come on, don't be stingy. Is this something more expensive? I'd rather not. Man, that girl puts me on edge with the way she addresses people. Let me get your orders. Okay, a big sunshine cloud. Yeah, I heard the art book actually has decent recipes. On the rocks and blended. Tastes like old chocolate milk. Come on. Beautiful. And a gut punch. Some say it tastes like caramel. There you go. Thank you. All in order, thank you, Dorothy. Don't mention it. And thank you, Jill. And thank you, gamer, for buying our game. 4 fucking years. This was sitting in my Steam library for 4 years. I looked, it said 2020. And I never played it. Jeez. Dorothy, may I ask you something? Private? If you need a price list, I have a convenient card with updated fees. I can give you a discount if you pay for the room or invite me to dinner. No, it's not about that. Go ahead, I don't think you'd ask me something I've never been asked before. Is it true the DFC 72 line leaves track in nanomachines and the other person after, After they violate every hole in your body, regardless of its original purpose? Yes. That's a semi-myth that nobody's tried to dispel. It's true and not true at the same time. Can I explain? We do have tracking nanomachines, but they're released when the body enters alert mode, when they're being assaulted or the like. That way the authorities can chase down the attacker. It's kind of buggy, though. I've read stories of DFC-72s who marry, get nervous on their wedding night, and bam! The partner ends up spending the honeymoon in jail. I see. Besides, I've modded myself so much that if any tracking nanomachines were still being released, I'd have to commend their tenacity, to be honest. There's also this urban myth that those nanomachines help improve performance, but that's bullshit. Now I get to ask you something. Okay. How much are you still organic? Just enough my skin still heals over time. Come on, you know that's not what I mean. I'll tell you that and nothing more, young lady. Okay, see if I care. I'm going. I'll leave you with the meanie. Thank you. Please come again. That was racist. I'm sorry. That girl's something else, huh? She's so earnest about what she does that it's kind of hard not to root for her. She also has no qualms about anything whatsoever, and that becomes a problem from time to time. Okay, I'm done here. Alright, I'm gonna go and take my, Gil, I need your gaily hands for a second here. Okay. So, can you take care of him while I help her? Sure. I apologize if I've taken time from your break. Don't worry. Sorry you'll have to deal with me. Ah, you no problem. Yeah, but you usually seem to have a blast with Gil's the one serving you. Anyway, you want something else? Make me a Maz blast? Might not give him any other kind of blast drink by accident. That wasn't racist until you said it was. I mean, I'm just... the accent comes too naturally. I used to work overnights at a gas station. Like, you can't not do the accent. This is a big drink from the get-go, and it all needs to be blended. We are cooking. Yeah. Bitter and mind-numbing, just like war. Have you been to war? Life's a war we fight every day, Jill. So you haven't been to war? Not to an official one, at least. That's something I've been wondering for a while now. And what could that be? First, there's how a professional assassin could be so polite and pleasant to be around. But I guess your line of work doesn't have to have any bearing on your personality. Thanks a lot. What I've often wondered about is, how can you be so calm here? Aren't you worried about police and the like? Well, first of all, I try to keep everything as clean as possible. Second, I don't come here looking for trouble, so I don't raise suspicion. And finally, you can thank your boss for easing my mind about everyone else. What, Dana? Seeing what she's done, I feel safe here. She could take care of things if I went haywire. Haywire? You? Don't mind that. I'm not to mind it if you just said. Ah. You wouldn't happen to know how she got her mechanical arm, would you? But she lost her original fighting a cyborg wrestler that had gone rogue. Just a rumor, though. Damn, I still don't know then. Have you tried asking her? She told me it's more interesting if it's left a mystery. Which leads me to believe that she might have started some of the rumors herself. They're believable because she's her. We'll see her in action one day. You should, it's quite the show. Good news, Jill. The helmet came off and you can take your break. Okay. It's always a pleasure, Jamie. Thank you, Jill. Off to break. But how are you on this fine night, Jade? It's good to be back. Back in the saddle with your hero. Oh, fuck. I made this coffee way too strong. It tastes like cat piss. Moss should clean the chicken buckets she throws out. Everyone can smell the spice from a mile away. You could take a couple minutes more, you know. I'm fine, thanks. Had to get the helmet off. Turns out the release button was jammed with ashes. Whoever owns that helmet made sure to use it to the point of voiding the warranty. Keep it safe in case she comes back. Okay, now take it away from me before I feel compelled to put it on again. Right. Yeah, it's open. Great. Welcome to Valhalla. Good evening. What kind of place is this? Did I step into some kind of afterlife? Do you often enter places without knowing what they are? Sorta. Kinda, yeah. Oh, this is a bar. A bar? Nice. What can I get you? I don't know. I don't drink that much, to be honest. What do you recommend? Well, what do you normally enjoy? I like tea. It's not something I can work with. What about flavors? Bitter, but not too bitter. Okay. Something bitter and girly. Let me see what I can get you. Bitter, girly. Sunshine, pile driver, suplex. Sunshine Cloud. Bitter and girly. The ceramic lump fell on Arnie, and now he's become mostly unresponsive. Oh, wait, is Arnie your dog? I remember you had some critters around the house. And I think if it was your dad, you would just say, my dad. I don't know how much she likes this beverage, so let's just go 2 for 2. On the rocks and blended. Small Jack. Yeah, that's the one. There we go. Try this. Yeah, that'll do just fine. I say, shit, I'm sorry to hear that, Jade. That sounds awful. I say, wasn't Arnie an older dog, if I remember correctly, and not super young? So I feel like, no, Ceramic Land, if it falls down from high enough, would still hit pretty hard. Still, fuck me, that is really shit. You don't look like you're from around here. What brought you by, Miss, I'm the star that always shines in the dark night sky, and the glow that will guide you through your sorrow. I'm the northern light that will show you your dreams. I'm Kira Mickey. Oh, shit, this is the chick who's having the concert. Should I call you Miss Mickey or Miss Kira? No, you're not getting it. I'm just Kira Mickey. Okay, let me help you. I'll say Kira and you say Mickey, okay? Kira. Mickey. No. Put more spirit into it. Kira. Mickey. Almost there. We're not doing it a third time. Jillian joins in. Kira Mickey. Hey, it's Sid. Are you feeling it? Kira. Mickey. Wow. And don't you ever forget it. What the hell am I doing out here? Where were we, Jamie? Right, I was telling you. Wow, you're good. Thank you. It's nice to know I still got it. Especially since I have a concert in a bit. Concert? Wait, you're the Lilum that's putting on a concert tonight. I'm one Lilum who's putting on a concert tonight. I don't know if I'm the same Lilum you're looking for. And what are you doing all the way down here? Well, they're making last preparations for the concert, so I snuck out. My producer's always obnoxious while that's going on, so I just decided to leave. Just that? Isn't that a bit dangerous? Also, I skipped a line of dialogue there on accident. Will your producer be mad when you go back? He will, but it's not the first time I've done this. And he still needs you to do the concert. Let's see, how big is the concert? We planned for a bit over 100K and sold out fast. So we managed to secure ourselves another show in a couple of weeks. Oh, that's nice. I may not have as many fans as other performers, but mine are very loyal, and that's nice. Over 100,000 isn't many, then what is? Hold on, based on your little demonstration from before, I should call you Miss Mickey, right? You don't get it. Let's start from the top. I'll just call you Miss Idolin. Oh, I like that. You have anything soft? As in alcohol-free? No, I meant soft as in soft. That's... Gotta be a fluffy dream. Optional Carmotrin, which means she doesn't want Carmotrin. He already had his back legs stop working properly, and he's mostly blind. I would say, is he still... When you say mostly unresponsive, what exactly does he still respond to? I would say, because if he was already mostly blind and had limited mobility, then... I mean, shit. Anytime you get close to losing, like, a loved animal, it's never a good time, because they're still family at the end of the day. Fluffy dream. Oh, we nailed it. 470 bucks. Yeah, this'll do it. Have you considered being more theatrical and mixing drinks? Yeah, you know, like spinning bottles and lighting drinks on fire, that kind of stuff. When I was in college, I tried going to a party once. The bartender who tried those tricks gave me a nasty bump on the forehead when the bottle slipped his hand. Those kind of theatrics usually feel pointless and seem to slow down the process of actually making a drink. Yeah, but never underestimate the power of putting on a good show. It could feel incredible and be very rewarding, you know. Keep it in mind. Is this glass important? Depends on why you're asking. You want me to sign it? Sure, I guess. No guessing, are you sure or not? Yeah, do as you please. Okay, then who should I make it out to? Maybe for my boss. I wonder if Gil would like it, though. Your name, girl. Oh, for Jill. For Jill, never lose your star from Kira Mickey. That's a pretty autograph. Thanks. No, thank you. I mean, no, thank you. I guess that some with as many fans as you as their fair share of stalkers, right? There are two kinds of people that obsess over me. There are the shy ones that follow me everywhere, hiding just out of sight. And then there's my fan club. What's the difference? The fan club follows me around a lot too, but they usually keep a distance. Actually, I think they're outside waiting for me right now. I see. They're also very organized. They make pretty good soldiers. The others, the stalkers, are a bit sneakier and don't act in groups. I'm guessing those stalkers must be bothersome, huh? Actually, they're not that bad. Stalkers are nice when you get used to them. I remember one once protected me from being mugged. There's another that breaks into my house once a week to make me breakfast. And she fails to see the problem. I just wish they'd leave my underwear drawer the same way they find it. I take pride in how I neatly organize my underwear, you know. I take pride in my old liquor collection. I guess it's the same. No, it's not. Yeah, you get me, Jill. Okay, one more drink before I go. By now the stage should be organized, so the fallout should settle. Isn't it a bit late for a concert? It's a part of my gimmick. I always make concerts that go from night till dawn. In this one, I'm supposed to close with a song called Sunshine Stone. If everything goes as planned and the weather forecast is accurate, the sun should come up just as I reach the climax. I'd be depressed if they asked for Your Love Is a Drug as an encore, though. Oh, that sounds nice. I need to make people feel like tickets are worth a ridiculous price, you know? Don't you think it sucks to pay for something only to find out you shouldn't have bothered? And one time I bought some expensive coffee in a cafe. It tasted like shit water with cream. Still don't know if it was the coffee or the girl that served it, but it was bad. Oh, that sucks. Speaking of which, do you have anything bitter? Something bitter. Bitter, manly. Let's do another sunshine cloud. Try this. Yeah, this works. How is it? Could be a bit sweeter, but it's delicious. I figure it's for waking you up or something, so really nice, thanks. You're unoffended by this question, but I can see you enjoy what you do, but how much of it is about the music? You know that before Kira Mickey, I was a very accomplished pianist. Concerts every week and part-timed in Boss with a jazz band. Ever since the lamp hit, he kind of looks like he's tired. Stop trying to look over towards anyone calling his name or any noise that he can hear. I'm gonna say, how recent was the injury? I'll say you might want to give it a few days if you haven't taken him to a vet already, but I'd say we've had to put down a fair few dogs in our time. And I hate to be the one to bring it up, but I'd say I'm not saying like that's the call, because the dog is family naturally, but if after a vet trip and, you know, enough time passes, like there's only so much suffering that a dog can go through. So I remember we had an older dog as well, and like hind legs were going out. It was just painful to even so much as walk around. I think it was when the dog was it was like an old shit, what was it? It was an Australian Shepherd. And she just kind of hit the point where, because originally she'd like come in and out of the garage, but she couldn't even go up like the 2 steps going into the garage and out of the garage and into the house to like eat and stuff. So her food and water were moved into the garage, and if she needed to use the bathroom or anything, we had to open the garage so she could like limp over to the yard. But once we like started opening the garage and the dog just like hadn't moved for days, like she was alive. Like, she kind of, like, crawl over to, like, drink water or eat. It's at that point that we kind of were like, yeah, she's in a lot of pain. She can't even, like, function anymore. So that was when we kind of made the call to put her down. Dorothy's a weird name for a dog. But, yeah, that was our Australian Shepherd, Dorothy. She also was kind of potato-shaped because we overfed the shit out of her. Well, my parents did. That dog, like, her face was about, like, a third of the size in circumference to the rest of the body. So it was, like, little dog face, and then she looked like a fucking strung sausage. Our stepdad took that one real hard, because that was his dog for, like, the longest time. Still, she made it to, I think it was like 19, 20 almost. I was gonna say, that's old. That is fucking old for a dog. I don't remember if it's cats or dogs that live longer, but either way, for both cats and dogs, like 19, 20 years, that is old for either of those critters. I remember just last year, my cat finally died that I grew up with, too. But she passed. Arnie's around 12. God, yeah, then Dorothy must have been fucking absolutely crippled at that point. Anyway, I'm not going to be like Mr. Negative or anything, because I'm sure that you guys are already thinking about like stuff to do. I'm no vet. So, I'll stop talking about it. I'm sure you don't want to listen to it even now. I had concerts every week and part-timed in bars with the jazz band. I still write and compose my own songs. Whoa. I had to change. Going from jazz and piano to idol. Ever thought about the power music has over people? You can argue it's just noise, but it can make you feel a wide range of emotions. And that power is universal. It can transcend language and culture. Being in a jazz band or performing recitals, I can only take that power to so many people. But being an idol, I could take that power and spread it far and wide. Kids and adults, men and women, they all have access to my music, and I could reach every one of them. Wow. What music do you like, Jill? I'm not picky, but I prefer versions with no lyrics. Why? I like to listen to music while working, and lyrics distract me. Besides, it always bothers me when people nonchalantly start singing songs with creepy lyrics. I think only half of the listeners actually care about what's being said. Oh, that's a bummer. I'll give you a copy of my latest CD, but I don't have any at the moment. Yeah, don't worry about it. Okay, then I'm out. Thanks for helping me pass the time, Jill. Sure, come again. I'll make sure of it. Will she be alright? Ah, she'll be fine. Think she'll come back? Usually I'd say no, but I don't know, actually. Boss, we're done. Alright, you feel like going to that girl's concert? I don't think so. I don't have tickets anyway. Boss, does the name Red Comet ring any bells? Well, that was my moniker during my wrestling days. Your... what? That's why they called me during my time in the Grand Slam fighters. They saw me coming, but they couldn't stop me before I crashed into their heads. Any reason for being red specifically? That way I was 3 times faster. How'd you find that out? You like wrestling? The client mentioned it yesterday when he saw you. I just kind of remembered it. This is like fucking dad lore, almost. It's like your dad is just a totally, like, run-of-the-mill dude until you find out, like, oh, before he was a dad, he was suplexing motherfuckers. I see. Should take you to a wrestling match sometime. Maybe you'll like it. Maybe. In any case, Gil's cleaning the glasses today, so I'll leave now. Take care. Oh, and, boss, don't cram anything on your head without a inspection, please. Yeah. Grab a snack on the way home. It's on me. Big money. Big prizes. I love it. Jill's humming your love is a drug. Buying the song will prevent it from getting too extracted. I wonder what happens if I don't buy whatever they're offering. Alrighty. We'll sit tight for a minute. I think this is as good time as ever for a break. When I come back, ladies and gentlemen, we will continue. But yeah, remember, I'm doing all the voice work for... I haven't actually voiced something fully in a while, so my throat's actually getting a little sore. I will be back soon. Why, hello there, ladies and gentlemen. And greetings, CEO of Based. Looks like we meet again. We're not so different, you and I. Alrighty, what do we got going on here? Let's see what the augmented eye's got going on. San Francisco got hit by a big-ass earthquake. Kira Mickey's the best pop star in history. By Donovan Dawson. Don't let anyone tell you she's the best. Content blocked in your region. It's a local page. The fuck? Birth. Retribution. Yeah, that's that binary we translated earlier. That face when I just got out of jail. I'm not going back. Admin, fuck off, Alice. Not this shit again. And the thread for the Mickey concert. It's like one of my Japanese animes. Yeah, okay, so how's your first Chris? I chipped into a guy, it hurt like hell. This is literally 4chan. What the hell is this? Kira Mickey blog. Tea cocktails. Oh, we did pick up a recipe for that tea cocktail. Alrighty. Well, back to work. Let's see what the schedule looks like. Go to work, go to work, go to work. Let's see what's on the telly. Good evening. Oh, hi there. I was expecting the bar to be different before opening hours, but I guess it's just the same tired thing. Alma? Leonidas. Gillian. Marcelo! I stumbled across on my way in and asked if she wanted to tag along. Hope you don't mind. Sure, make yourself at home. This boss, she didn't put the helmet on again, did she? She went out for a bit. I don't know what for, but she'll be back. Alright. Alma, make yourself comfortable while I prepare. We just got a new song, wasn't it? There we go. Time to mix drinks and change lives. What was that? Just something they made me say back in instruction. It kind of stuck. Went to a school that made us stand up with our hands on our backs when someone came in. That habit didn't rub off until high school or so. Yeah, it's kind of like that. Oh, hey, look at this. A glass with a signature to Judd. I assume it's an autograph or an impromptu medicine recipe. That Kira Mickey girl came here yesterday before a concert. Oh, yeah, now I see a name here. Don't seem very surprised. I like Blink more, actually. The stoic-looking duo, right? Yep, those. Seems you had a better day than mine yesterday. I had to break up with Damien. I see. You want a drink? You don't seem very surprised. We've known each other for what, a few months now? I'd be interested if those relationships of yours went further than a week or two. You say you broke up, but there's usually not enough time to foster something to break. It's more like the guy wasn't what I wanted, so I stopped flirting. You can pretend to be more interested, you know. Like my mom says, if I don't buy it, it's because I know the product. Speaking of buying, you want a frame? Frame? Yeah, for all those pics you have of your boss. One's filling your phone's memory. Some seem sneakily taken to that. Is that true? What do you care? How the hell did you find that out? So it is true. Shut up. I'm a hacker, remember? You shouldn't piss off a hacker. I really like this one of us sleeping in the office. I think I'll copy it. Hey, can you make me a bad touch before we keep arguing? Alma wants a bad touch. Bang, bang. 1, 2. 1, 2. Well, nothing but mammals, after all. Yeah. Who gives these drinks the silly names? Usually the one who registers it. Some people have quite the silly sense of humor. Like that girl that keeps laughing over this drink's name. Yeah. So, who's Damien again? The one with the nice car. Sure, he's also the manager at the bank, but that car is what caught my eye. And what was wrong with him? Turns out he was a LARPer. LARP? Live action role-playing. Sounds more like the nickname of some very heavy-handed writer or military org. What are your role-players? Have you heard of the Woodstock fairs? Those events where people barely dress, stink, roll in the mud, and fuck in the open? Those are hippies, yeah. He frequents those, and it's something I'd rather not deal with. At all. If I stayed with him, I'd eventually have to. I mean, I need to support my partner on what he does, but if it's something like that... You see, that's the problem right there. You say breaking up like you had something formal, but most of the time you're still getting to know him. Thinking about it, have you ended your longest-lasting relationships with things like those? Okay, sorry for not using the right word or whatever, but I'm still sorely disappointed. At least I'm trying to get some action. When was the last time you spent the night with someone else? Last night? Your cat doesn't count. A year ago, it was messy. See? I mean, I have no idea how you deal with it. If I were you, I would have pushed Fuckboy over there into a closet ages ago. Fuckboy? People have different needs and priorities. Yeah, but don't you miss having the warmth of someone else at your side? Use them as a pillow, mixing your perfume with theirs. Putting your head on their chest, listen to them breathe as they pet your head. Dozing off knowing they're there, watching you, protecting you. Chill. Anything I can make you shut up and drink? Maybe you know that my uncle taught you Juan, and my Uncle Juan taught me ventriloquism when I was 12. Drinking won't stop me from talking, or making tasteless puns for Aunt Rosa. Still, get me something weird, would you? Weird? Weird drink? Something different, experimental, uncommon. Didn't I recently get a, new weird thing? Oh, a Mulan tea. Let's go with the promo drink. It's unnecessarily brown. I can fix her. Let's give her the most expensive one there could be. Wait a sec, what'd she order first? She wanted a bad touch. Sour, classy, vintage. Sweet promo, happy. Sour promo, strong. Okay, Piano Man it is. She likes sour. Yeah. Yeah, this fits the bill. Special drink made to commemorate a movie. Read, they leapt at the chance to sell drinks that would be unmarketable otherwise. Oh. You know, yours are weird today. They are? Yeah, usually the first thing you ask for is a Brantini and something like a Cobalt Velvet or something similar. I sometimes feel like I need something different, you know? Something tells me part of the reason you left this Damien is he was too deep into routine. Maybe? Speaking of routines, as a hacker, what's your opinion on the whole Alice Rabbit thing? That's a silence of somebody who just heard something stupid. Stupid enough to warrant the speech they prepared just for occasions like this. As always, very perceptive. You know, decades ago there was this group of people that hacked simple sites with an agenda. Can't remember what they used to call themselves, I just remember that it was just petty vandalism. Anyway, everyone that participated started using the same name. They wanted to create this anonymous anarchist identity. The whole Alice Rabbit thing is the logical conclusion of that. That's what happens when that idea reaches the breaking point and goes mainstream. It's no longer a group, but an individual. An untouchable entity watching from the shadows, monitoring and judging everything anyone does. Observing, tolerating no one but itself. A lot of bullshit for what's essentially a pet the press made up. The antithesis of your usual boogeyman, if you must. So you don't think they exist? Don't know? Don't care. I mean, we have seen the actions of such an entity, but it might be anything. Individual, a group, an AI. Guess I've taken into account all the copycats and pranksters using the name. So Alice Rabbit's a thing that exists, but it's also really muddled. There's something else that worries me, though. The kind of story always catches the attention of kids and such. They start trying to hack shit without knowing the risks or consequences. Imagine if suddenly a group of tweens broke into this bar and started asking for drinks. That's how it feels for me, and it's thanks to that damned Alice Rabbit thing. I see. But enough of that. There's a more pressing matter at hand. There is? Yeah, you've been delaying my invitations to hanging out sometime for too long. Oh, that. Do you hate me that much, Jill? Does my presence make you that uncomfortable? No, at this rate, I might just crash by your apartment. That way you can't just say no. Maybe I'll also crash for the night. You can have a sleepover, braid our hair, tell stories all night, shower together. You know, you need some human warmth in that place. Your tits alone would fill my entire bathroom. Man, you react too nonchalantly. It's no fun. React a little bit. Let me tease you for a second. I refuse. Well, seriously, though, any particular reason you keep turning down my invitations? It's not a date. I just want to have a conversation with you outside these four walls. I'm not a morning person. I registered for a night shift precisely to avoid waking up early. The earliest I've asked you out's 10 a.m., you know? That's early morning by my standards. I mean, it's not that I don't want to hang out, I just don't want to wake up early. You're hopeless. Anyway, I'm going to need another drink here. Give me a big Brantini. Big Brantini, come right up. It's a lot of fucking aldehyde. I knew the soundtrack for this game was good, too, but fucking, it's just like bangers. There you go. No, Brantini's such a weird name. It was originally supposed to replicate the Martini. Problem is, the BTC got a hold of a brand of vermouth that was named after a certain automobile company. So on a weird whim, they changed the name. See, you know, I was wondering, don't you worry about what the people you work for might be doing with the info you provide? No. You don't? You worry about what happens when people leave this place drunk? Not really, most of the time. Well, neither do I. Why should you? You get people drunk? Some say my beauty's intoxicating, but that's beside the point. I get my payment, do my job, and forget about the whole thing. Make your job sound so easy. Once you understand what precautions to take, it's no problem. And I've always found my job fun. Well, most of my contracts are consultancy-based gigs. It's not like I do it for the thrill. Do you meet with your client, or... I don't know. It's always from behind as many filters as I can manage. I remember I once did a job where I had a couple kids relaying letters. For security, right? Actually, because that way I lose a lot less time. I don't have to deal with clients hitting on me or pestering me after the job's done. I also don't have to lose time proving my worth because big boobs equal small brains or some shit like that. And protecting my identity is one of the reasons, but the few times I've shown myself, They weren't even risky or dangerous jobs, just run-of-the-mill security checks. I don't know, maybe I need to show up as a disheveled nerd or something, give them what they expect to see. Or I just don't show up and save myself the trouble. Why all the questions? These things I've been curious about and always forgot to ask. So many Alice Rabbit headlines have made me wondering about the hacking business. I remember to ask you things next time then. I'll take my leave. Adios. Hello, sugar. Ah, Mr. Donovan. Like my pop used to say, never touch the ass of a woman with metallic arms. I think it's more like plastic and carbon fiber. They're hard as fuck, and that's all my abdomen felt. Do you normally greet people that way? I'm a man that can't contain himself when he sees something he likes, kid. Oh, but don't worry, you're safe. You're flatter than the field at my summer house. A bit of advice, you shouldn't provoke the one serving you drinks or food. Don't be offended, kid. You have your audience. I'm just not part of it. Today I'm making this a quick one. Gotta tend to business. Having said that, I'm having the usual. Donovan's the most base dude in this bar. There's a lot of alcohol. Big beer. Is that a person of color? The usual. Stillman from MGS2. Let's just hope he doesn't blow anything up inadvertently. What brings you today, Mr. Donovan? This girl I interviewed yesterday is coming again in a couple of weeks. I was working to clinch an exclusive interview. And did you succeed? Who the hell you think you're talking to? I'm Donovan D. Dawson. I always get what I want. Sure, I had to blackmail the editors of other outlets, but the end result's what matters. Ah, I see. Wait, blackmail? You'd be surprised at the kind of stuff you find out when you get the right people drunk. Hey, the signature on that glass over there. Oh, yeah. That big-titted Lilum was here. She came yesterday before the concert, yeah. Anything juicy come out? No. Gossip-worthy? No. Tabloid-worthy? No. Come on, there's gotta be something. Well, her love for what she does is so honest and pure that anyone who tries to ruin it should be shamed. Oh, don't give me that shit. Throw me a bony, anything. I've got nothing. Everyone has a price. How much for you to spill the beans? I'm serious here. She said nothing that could be used against her that you didn't already know. Fine. Hey, kid, you think Lilum have nipples? Excuse me? I mean, I've seen a couple of pornos where they have them, but they could be modded, you know? So yesterday while interviewing the singer Lilum chick, I kept wondering if those tits had nipples. I mean, I'd be fine without them, but the curiosity's killing me. But I'm even more curious about the engineers that design them. Can you picture a room full of people discovering whether or not the tits on a Willem look good? A bunch of guys and a lesbo engineer wondering if the latest model's vagina is good enough. Man, God bless those sons of bitches. Ah. Any interesting preview of tomorrow's news? Expect me to share my information when you won't share your scoop on the singer? How can one share when there's nothing to share? Uh-huh. I'm gonna be a good citizen today and let this one pass. Have you heard of a group called the Hobbingers? No. Some group wanting to overthrow the White Knights. Read their manifesto in the bathroom once. Interesting piece, and even better makeshift toilet paper. They talk about how the organization's corrupt, full of mob bosses or something. I think I heard about that somewhere. What of them? They sent a message to some outlets saying they have proof of their claims. They're going to release it tomorrow. That'd be interesting to see, I think. I know, right? Alright, kid, give me a Bleeding Jane so I can call it a day. It's a Bleeding Jane. That's a change of pace. I assume he wants it big. Go hard or go home, gamer. Yeah. Simple enough for you, I see. So I've heard this is Donna Zane's bar. Is it true? Yeah. Never thought I'd hear about the undefeated of the West again. More so after that incident with the Bears. Where is she? She's out running some... Bears? 6 years ago, a cash-strapped Donna Zane entered an underground ring for money. Faced 10 enraged grizzly bears. She beat them all without killing them. I heard she set them free afterwards, too. And you were there? I was drunk and bored. What could I say? You know if she lost her arm there? Can't remember. Too drunk. Maybe she had a prosthetic then, too. I heard someone there suggest that she lost it after throwing a baseball out of some stadium. Threw it so hard, her arm fell right off. That sounds like an unsubstantiated rumor. Or like something she made up. Well, I gotta go. Next time you see Donna, thank you for winning me my second yacht. I knew betting on her was the right choice. Please come again. Yeah. Another happy landing. I'm not sure how much money you need, but we're already making bank. We're in the money. God, if I made this much money bartending, I'd start doing it for a living. Also, this coffee tastes horrible. Let's keep it going. Boss, you're back. Yeah, sorry about not being here earlier. What were you doing? Had a brief meeting with my BTC regional manager. Everything all right? It's all right as it could be, considering we're closing eventually. And when will that happen? I don't know. Brent said we'll be safe for a few months while the paperwork is filed and everything's being put in order. I was also talking to him about you. About me? Just telling them to do whatever it takes to ensure you don't spend too much time without a job. If possible, to reassign you ASAP after closing. If it helps, Brian might be the angriest of us all. I want to close the only bar in the whole area that doesn't give me any headaches, he said. Yeah. What about Gil? He's the one that worries me the most. He's kind of working using the credentials of another guy that was working here before. Who? The one who bought a levitation potion and threw himself off a building? Ah, yes, the levitation potion story. Use weird euphemisms, boss. Anyway. I find it hard to believe that Gil will find a job after all this. Just who is Gil? I have an idea of who he is, but I'm still putting the pieces together. Anyway, back to work. Imminent closure's no excuse to slack off. You guys do know I can hear you, right? This place looks familiar. Excuse me, is this the VA-11 Hall A bar? It is indeed. Welcome to Valhalla. Oh god, what is estate planning now? You could still become a catgirl bartender, Mason. If the money's good enough, then just maybe. I do have good news on the job front. I interviewed yesterday, and it's not like the TurboTax one where it was a complete shit show. Knock this interview out of the park. I'm expecting to hear something back either by Friday or Monday. If I end up getting the job, I'll be working only weekends. But it's from like 6 to 6, so it's 12 hours, Saturday, Sunday. So the stream will actually still be able to function on the long, busted-ass hours we are currently on. I don't know what's more cringe, that or people finding out you got fingered by Mason. What? I'm a ladies' man. It's not a bad thing to be taken in by my rustic and I don't know, rustic charm. My masculine aura. Excuse me? I want a drink whose name was changed after many women protested. Can you get that for me? We want the Piano Woman. Also, I understand that's supposed to be like a drink pouring sound, but it kind of vaguely just makes me want to go take a piss. 2, 3, 3, 5, 5. All aged and mixed. Cash money, baby. More a lady boy than ha ha ha. Very funny. Also, thank you for the beverage. Ah, fuck. Yeah, this coffee tastes like shit. I think I made it too strong. I tried doing 5 scoops of coffee grounds instead of 2. So I want to see if it would give me a bit more of a boost. But it just tastes like piss water now. Very nice. Thanks a lot. Drink your gamer subs. So you know, say, miss? I'm Stella Hoshi. My pleasure. Yeah, I know her. She's been here before, yeah? Yeah, I'm glad you know her because she left us here last time. Oh, God, she left the helmet behind again. Ah, not the first time, huh? Her helmet's been picked up by all sorts of people in the last 3 months. Valets, nurses, morticians, fire jugglers. She's been lucky enough to always leave it with people who return it, at least. Quite a few people. I'll give her my helmet, if you know what I mean. She's as much of a sociable girl as she is a total klutz. It means, yeah, we figured that out. At least when she's not being serious, she's very competent when she puts her mind to it. I see. So did she recommend you this place, or, we're meeting here today? I can see why she chose this place. It's the kind of place she likes. Ah. Say, is that Kira Mickey's autograph on that glass? Ah, the glass is a conversation starter. Nice. Yeah. How'd you get it? She stopped here yesterday just before the concert. Really? I mean, she did? Yeah, nice girl. Can I see it? Sure. Yeah, the style-like signature's hers. So your name's Jill, then? Yes. Ain't this nice? Here you go. Do you like it, Miss Stella? Just call me Stella. I do. Whenever you hear songs, you're filled with so much energy and happiness. Too bad I couldn't purchase tickets for this one. I mean, they were sold out in minutes. Luckily, I could secure a couple for the next time she comes around. Excuse me for a second. Hello, where the hell are you? Car crash. Oh, you're helping. Will it take long? Alright. Yeah, don't worry. I take it I was saying? Yeah. Will you wait? Sure. In the meantime, I'm gonna have another drink. One of those prepared in memory of its creator's dearest friend. Drink in honor of a good friend. A beer. Grab a spike, it'll knock the drunkenness out of you cold. In memory of a friend. Trying to figure out which fucking one she's talking about. Sugar Rush, yada yada, Sunshine Cloud. Am I dumb? Yeah, ha ha. It's a rhetorical question. Drink in honor of a good friend. I don't get it. None of these... It doesn't make sense. Yeah, none of these say anything about, Oh, maybe she's referring to... Say. Okay, something that Say would drink. Yeah, that checks out. Oh, I did also want to mention because I don't think Valhalla is going to take very long to get through. I know it has multiple endings, but I heard it's not going to be like a 40-hour adventure or anything. We're either doing, we're going to start the Drakengard series, or I'm going to try out Megaton Musashi, because it looked really interesting. It's a recent release, but I'm debating on either... It's between Drakengard series or Megaton Musashi, because Megaton Musashi looked cool. And now for disappointment. Here. Maybe I'm being too cryptic, but you should know these ones already. It's not wrong. May I ask you something that might be personal? It ain't about my eye, is it? No, it's not, or at least I don't think so. I don't get to serve many cat boomers, so it's something I've been curious about. Did you go through the procedure because of a disease or because of a fad? I'd rather not talk about it. My deepest apologies. It's fine. You seem to know your drinks, Jill. I guess I read a bit more than the recipe book. You like alcohol? Yeah, but not in the usual way. I don't drink that much outside of canned beer. But the colors, the stories, the way you need to keep them stored, the designs... It's a bit silly when I say it out loud. Not at all. You collect them or anything like that? Actually, yeah, I started with my grandpa's collection, but slowly growing it. It's been hard because of my debts, but I managed little by little. You like alcohol, Stella? I'm here, right? I'm usually more of a social drinker. Unless it's with somebody, I don't tend to drink much. I see. Ah, there, say. Took your sweet time. Yeah, sorry. I got caught in rush hour traffic, too, because I figured walking might be faster. Luckily, there was a building with emergency stairs, and I climbed down. Climbed down? I took an air cab. Oh. I'd suggest using ground transportation, but I'm happy to see you put safety first. Safety? No, flying cars are just way cooler. I don't understand how they don't give you motion sickness. If I find out how I avoid it, you'll be the first to know. Anyway, I'll have whatever she orders next. I'd like a drink that was... And again, you and your cryptic orders always leave us with weird stuff. I expect only the best from whoever serves me. You need to be able to answer these kinds of orders. Well, I'm sure you're wearing poor Jill here out with that kind of stuff. She's done quite well so far, actually. Really? Thank you. Order something normal, would you? Okay, 2 fringe weavers. We have 2 at once? No, we're sharing. Like half a glass for each? Isn't it better if it's just one? Don't worry, you'll see. Fringe weaver. But 2 of them. Oh, no. Oh, God, she's gonna get this girl trashed. Fuck my shit up, fam. Dios mío. I want to fuck that side. Honestly, all the girls so far have been cute. And I remember most of these characters from the Girls Front Line collab. I don't remember what their like stories specifically were, but I do remember I was able to make a good team, and Jill actually is one of the best handguns and like buffers and all of Girls Front Line. So, this one's for you and this one's for me. You said you wanted whatever I asked for, right? Oh, you should have said so earlier. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, here. As expected from... so this is where I left my helmet. Thanks. You really need to be more careful with your things. Yeah, but I have spares. Those spares should be safe for when the one you're using breaks or malfunctions, not when you lose it. Those helmets cost money, you know. Sorry. Should I say that boss got a head stuck because of a jammed button? Speaking of money, you still going to that meeting at the bank tomorrow? Yeah, you worried? I'll refrain for now. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't. Don't be, it'll be fine. Rumors are just rumors. Rumors? They say something might happen at the bank tomorrow. With all the tension in the air, it's hard to know if it's true. As if the fear-mongering wasn't enough, the people have also started spreading baseless rumors. Just yesterday, I had to stop a group of rampaging youngsters that heard the city would be leveled by bombs. Everyone's on edge. Yeah. I know you're worried, but I have to go there. So does some of the higher-ups. Tell me something. If somebody came after me, you think they'd stand a chance? You're quite strong, but it takes something to protect myself. Be prepared for anything. That make you feel safer? Maybe. Tell you what, after I come back, we'll get some ice cream. That way you can vent all your frustrations. Alright. Seeing my vehicle's here to pick me up, you come and say? No, I'll stay a bit longer. Okay, then. She's such a worrywart. Ah, that means she cares. I've never doubted. Say, why does my helmet smell like bacon? Bacon? Not that I mind, I'm just curious. You know how some things absorb the smell of what's nearby? Must have grabbed it from one of the ingredients. Oh, I see. Do you believe all that stuff about tensions growing in that anarchist group? Tell you the truth, I am a bit worried. Even in my division, there's some shady business going on, but I don't want to investigate too deeply. What kind of business? From what I understand, things like working with human traffickers or drug dealers, letting them act as they wish. Some even say that the ones that do get apprehended are the ones that failed them in some way. Still always says the White Knights are just glorified mall security. She says if it's been proven beyond a doubt that some shady business is going on, Zaibatsu Corps' main branch would separate themselves from the whole White Knight division. Something about the Associates' fear of bad PR resulting in them moving to the BTC. That's plausible. Actually, that's what you should have named your Twitch. A huge fan of the series. I can't wait to play it for the... We do play a lot of things for the first time. I'm sorry I don't have an extensive list of shit that I've played. It's just... now is our time. And remember, anything that so far that I have said I will get around to playing, we have in fact gotten around to playing. Metal Gear Solid. We are currently playing Valhalla. We're going to get to the Drakengard series after Valhalla. There's a first time for everything, G. You just gotta believe. Yeah, it kind of worries me, though, because I really like my job. I guess a similar fear exists amongst the upper ranks. They seem restless. Ah, too much politics, huh? Hurts my brain. I just want to rescue people and help them. I just want to do my job without worries about politics of any kind. What are you doing at the bank tomorrow? Colonel needed to relay some information to the manager, and I was picked because he trusted me. Well, he said you're such a simpleton that you'd never give the wrong message, but it's his intentions that count. Oh. Finally, the Dorothy has come back to Valhalla. Please refrain from doing those sitcom-like entrances. You're disturbing our clients. Oh, come on. You know the audience would have gone wild with that. Besides, you make it sound like you have a full house. It's uncommon to see you here 2 days in a row. I wanted to grab something before starting my shift. Grab something before they start grabbing me, you could say. Hey, you having a drink? Can I buy you one? Why, yes, thank you. Honey, you should follow her example and offer me drinks more often. Yeah, we'll see about that. What are you having? I'll have what she's having. I got the perfect thing. Let's have a blue fairy. One for both. One for each. 2 blue fairies. 2 blue fairies. Hey, this is pretty good. See? And it's blue like your hair. Oh, it is. So, what's your name, sweetie? Call me Say. Right, Say? I'm Dorothy. Say. Yeah? Say. Yes. Say. Say. Say, why did you just buy me a drink? I just thought you're cute as a button. I wanted to invite you to join me. Wow, you have to be the first person to offer me a drink without having an ulterior motive. That includes fuckboy over there. Yeah, fuck you, Gillian. What do you mean? Trust me, when we work in my kind of field, you learn to read cues from everything. And this girl is simple to a fault. How so? You're the what you see is what you get type. That look on your face is of one that simply sees no point in lying. Coupled with the fact that you're hearing what looks like your work attire tells me that you're so married to your job that sex is too far down your priority list to notice its existence. So if you invited me to a drink because you found me cute and that's the extent of it, I totally believe you. Oh, thank you. You say she's the first one, but what about Deal giving you a ticket the other day? Oh yeah, the Lilum with the dogs. No, it doesn't count. He looked like a humanoid mat. Oof. She's so retarded. It's too bad, Alex. She's my type. Seem very perceptive, Dorothy, but I'm not too far behind. So I can tell your body's heavily modded with things you shouldn't even have. Your tongue is a BEB-069 with DNA scanning capabilities. Your skin's coated with an anti-radiation finish. Your joints are of the premium extra flexible variety. And the most important thing, your hands. Well, what about them? I don't know how modded your body is under your clothes. The tongue, joints, and skin are merely interesting, but your hands are the Merd 113 of Realta Industries. A model designed to shoot Class 5 bullets from its fingertips, which I already know because in the collab for GFL, Dorothy shoots out of her fingertips. So, Clause G of Article 17 in the Augmentation and Modifications Law on the topic of ballistic augmentations. Any humanoid or sapient creature under civilian designation that has upgraded any of its person to hold firearms of Class 3 grade or higher will be either decommissioned for disbarment or sent to danger zones. What are you going to do? Nothing. Eh? I'm not a law enforcement. I just do rescue, and even if I was, I'm not on duty right now. Oh. I want to know, though, why go through that with that upgrade? Girl's got to take care of herself, you know. I want to be able to deal with things if they get ugly, and this is the most discreet mod I had. At least I thought so. Oh, yeah. Okay, then, can I give you some advice? I guess. The reason I can tell it's not your default model is you have fingertips. The tips are a little bigger to make the cannons fit. You get a small mod that changes them into disposable tips. Assuming they're being used for self-defense and not regular use, of course. I see. Well, I've got to go. Oh, another thing. If you aim for the arms or legs, once is self-defense. Anything more is assault. Yeah. Bye, Dorothy. Bye, Jill. Bye-bye. Please come again. I thought she was going to take me away. They would put my mind on a vacuum cleaner for 3 years. 2 if I behave well. That's what happens when you underestimate people. Finger cannon. Jesus Christ. Well, I'm tempted to ask. About what? DNA reading tongue? Very prehensile, intuitive. Also, it vibrates. Extra flexible joints. Do you really need to ask? Anti-radiation coating. Hey, my skin's my first tool of the trade. I need to take care of it as much as possible. And it makes it feel so soft no matter how much it's been battered. Alright then. So you fancy yourself a diviner, reading people and all. Not really, I'm just good at reading people. It's a byproduct of dealing with so many people on a daily basis. Bit surreal to hear that from a Lilum. What can you say about me then? Let's see. You're very, very, very sexually frustrated. It's not the act itself, rather that your partners can't seem to satisfy you on a deeper level. There's an even deeper frustration. Something happened that's blocking you. Maybe there's someone who you know won't return your feelings, or maybe you were hurt in the past. Unless your demeanor is that of someone who feels like life is playing tricks on her. Like a dog whose owner never really throws the ball. Oh boy, they actually hit the nail on the head. I was making this shit up on the fly. Oh, that was just rubbish, I say, because it's right 80% of the time. Generic bullshit, if you will. You'd be surprised at the amount of sexual frustration people hold. I can't read you, honey. You're too good at putting on a professional face. This definitely gives me more insight into you. Lucky, lucky. Aren't you late or something? I am, but if you'd let me satisfy your frustrations, I could stall for some time. Go. Go. Artificial intelligence has come rather far, eh? One wonders how artificial it remains. Shut up, fuckboy. Everything done? Yeah. Hey, boss, this might seem random, but, remember the first time I came to the bar? When you came to submit your contract? Yeah, why? Well, for some reason I've been hung up on it since this morning. I just realized why. Mason got daddy knowed. No, he did not. The visage that welcomed me back then was Gil trying to pull your hand out of a jar. Oh yeah, that. I can't remember what exactly, but something fell inside and I tried to retrieve it. I just kind of put my hand in and it got stuck. It's a friend's jar too, so I can just break it. Gil, how did you get my hand out of that jar? A straw and some butter. Oh yeah, clever solution. And that brings me to the random thought. That incident, the helmet yesterday, how many times your foot got stuck on something for stomping it. Boss, why do you get stuck in so many things? Huh. Now that you mentioned, I remember this one time she tried to eat a big sandwich and her jaw got stuck. And there was the incident with the TV. I'll admit my fault with the others, but the TV incident was not my fault. The assembly instructions for that stand should have labeled the Z and S better. You saw what happened when I switched the S2 piece with the 5Z one. Still, Jill's onto something here. Yes, she is. Now go clean the dishes and get out. I like to think she'll make an effort now to avoid getting stuck in things. I want to believe. Everything will turn out alright in the end. Flawless service, but yeah, fuck you too. Oh yeah, that's a message from the questionable person. I have needs. Let's go buy some pointless crap. I have $3 grand. What do I do with all this money? I don't want to buy any of this shit. Let's see. Oh, yeah, this is about the Mickey concert. There's more bullshit about Alice Rabbit. And the 17th is what everyone's talking about for terrorism. Content blocked in your region every time. I'm getting tired of your shit, Miss Smitty. Yeah, they could have splunked it if they wanted to. Time to do the daily 4chan gamer word spam. This is going on a VOD channel. We can't do that this time. Crime up 5% this month. G. No, don't do it. Night time. Ha ha ha. Alrighty. I'd like to continue this, but honestly, my throat's starting to get shot. So, yeah, that coughing, I wasn't choking on anything. That's 100% my throat getting wasted. Yeah, like I said, though. I am going to do this to completion. I'm actually really digging this so far. I love the aesthetic for everything. The characters are, like, real. The conversations have, like, a flow to them that feels very real. And it's something I dig. I am a huge fan. Yes, shut the fuck up. We are playing this specifically so y'all can shut the fuck up about it, okay? So, because now going forward, you can't say, oh, yeah, he talks about Valhalla all the time, but he's never even played it. We are playing it right now. You know what's really funny? What? I've never... Dude, fuck you. Also, tell Dan... Oh, no, no, no. I want you to put a... I am not fucking saying that. Maybe he joins us for the next stream. I'll be like, oh yeah, G said I want you to put a baby in me. The man's already on the edge. He doesn't need encouragement. Alright, but yeah, game plan is we're going to do Valhalla. The next is either going to be a coin toss between Drakengard or Megaton Musashi. I'll let you guys know, but I don't know how long it's going to be, but I give it like 5 streams as long as we're doing like 3 or 4 hours apiece. But yes, this is very, very cool. But my throat's getting shot here. I gotta call it a night. I'll probably wait for Megaton to go on sale later. I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, maybe we don't need to be picking up anything new. So we might, yeah, we should probably just do Drakengard. Because I had the same thought. I was like, we're going to do Drakengard anyway, so if we do it first, then we could just pick up Megaton for cheaper later. That, and it'll give them time to update it. But anyway, we'll pick this up tomorrow night. My throat's fucked. So, ladies and gentlemen, you've been listening to Mason FM with the Evening Hour, and it's so good to be back. God bless you. God bless this stream. And God bless Valhalla. I'm a huge fan of the series, and I'm enjoying playing it for the first time. See you tomorrow night, boys and girls. Adios, amigos. Adios.